Being, working at Unitec, there would be a lot of Pacific Islanders coming through the program that you do. Because I know I've got some family that have come through so it's the building course. Is that the
Yeah.
I've got one of my friends at work. His son's there at the moment, Ricardo. So, do you see the difference? What's the success rate? And like for you as someone, so are you like an actual tutor, or do you just oversee the work, or?
Yeah, so my role here at Unitec is I manage all the carpentry apprentices. So basically, the first years come to us. So we manage them from the year 1 in apprenticeship to year 4.
Yeah.
So the success for Marian Polynesians, man, it's I don't know what it is these days, man. These young kids, So I just without sounding awful, I think there's just like it's just they just need more guidance and need more mentoring, and it's like with dabbling into mental health, it's like you just don't know where they've come from, whether their upbringing was. I think we've all, from speaking for myself, like I had it tough when I was young. You know what I mean? I didn't have that much stuff, funds or money, and I was just fortunate that I got a scholarship that helped me, and all I needed to do is get myself to uni to school. So there are a lot of kids out there that that just need the extra push, and there's some multiple things, and some of it is just without sounding bad, like some of it, like I understand in the polyculture, money can be hard at sometimes, and the parents, and this happened to me, like my mum said, why are you going to school? I want you to go and work. You know what I mean? And the majority of my family, sorry guys, but they work at this place, Unbetty's in Penrose. Have you heard of Unbetty's? They make the cream rice and the cream puddings. Yum, eh?
Yeah.
I'll gear up, bro.
Yeah. I love that. Those are good for diets. Cream rice.
But so they all work for there, and at that time in the year 2000, early 2000s, they're all getting 13, 14, 15 bucks an hour. Back then it was a lot of money.
Of course.
And at the time of my apprenticeship, man, I was getting $7.10 an hour. And it's just like, but for me, I was like, it's just trying to, for me, I saw myself, I sort of forecast myself as like, well, in this time, I will have my certificates and paper, and I'll be getting 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks an hour, whatever. And it's just like, I don't know where to go with this, but it's just you have to grind it out, eh? And some of the younger generations or some of the parents, like, I know times is tough, but I have the saying, easy now, hard later, or hard now, easy later. Mm-hmm. So go through the trenches right now, grind it out, because in 3 to 4 years' time, you'll be earning this whatever money, have this qualifications, and life will be a little bit easier. It's just they just need mentoring. They need some good mentors.
Can you see the difference between? So you said you started there around 2007, 2008. Can you see the difference in the kids coming through then, the kids then?
Yeah, man.
Is it that stark?
It's black and white for me personally. It's black and white, and there's a whole range of factors. And number one, social media. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's just the amount of time that people say, I don't have time. I was like, give me your phone. And I don't know. On Android, it doesn't have this function. I don't know. But on Apple, you have this function where we can go screen time. And you go, mate, you look at YouTube and look at the games, how many hours you're there. So everyone has time, man. It's managing your time. And it's just utilizing your time on what you can do. You know what I mean? Like, for example, like you all have these guys. You had this, you had all those millionaires, whatever. They have the same 24 hours that we do, but it's just utilizing that time to make a difference. Like I personally, I'm not the smartest guy, but I'm really, really hardworking. And I failed heaps of papers. I had to redo them. And it's just like, unfortunately, my major goal was trying to get a house for my mum before she passed away. And, but she got to saw the fruits of my labor, but unfortunately passed away before that happened. But, I'm sure I'm not too sure what your parents, but I'm sure they might have migrated to here to New Zealand to give us a better opportunity. And I think some of the younger generations, they just maybe don't understand why our parents came here is to give them a fighting chance to just better them. And I think if they knew that, and I think like for me, man, like I was in bed, without trying to get too emotional, I was in bed and my mum, 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, she was walking out to go do her cleaning job, and I was still in bed. And I was like, man, stuff this, man. Like, shucks, she's grinding 2 jobs to do this for me. And like, I know some parents out there still doing the cleaning. I mean, like, I don't want to stereotype us as the cleaning thing, but I've helped my mum clean toilets and stuff. I helped her. And it's just like, gosh, man, shucks. And for me, that was my driving force. And I think some of these Polynesian is like, without sounding harsh, go spend some time doing what your parents do. Like I don't know about you guys. Like, have you heard Lau Mape's story? He was in he doesn't like asparagus because he went and picked asparagus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've done
because he's bought was he brought up in Hastings around that
something
around
like that.
Napier
Something
there,
like that.
so
Yeah.
Of course,
yeah,
that's where all the
yeah.
veggies and fruit are all
Yeah. I cringe, man. Like, honestly, like I love our people, and I wish I can make a difference, and I'm sure you guys are making a difference. But for me, when I'm always for my work, like a couple of times, so when I drive down south to head to Hamilton or whatever, and I see our people picking onions and doing that, I was like, man, shucks, bro. And it's usually the parents or the thing. But for kids who are listening, man, like, yeah, just make your parents proud somehow. You know what I mean?